Hi, Genki Call here. It is the week of February 26, 2024. And here's what is on offer this week in the Soulforge. We have got we've got some stuff. There are two things that might be of interest to you in the summoning stones. The first of which is Draxius. Convert all brown gems to skulls, then curse and deathmark all dwarves. I mean, could be useful this week. We're doing all dwarves. But the thing that's nice about him is that he is empowered. So you're going to convert all brown gems to skulls right off the bat. Sure, the death mark and the curse is nice, but it's the converting of the skulls that's really interesting here. So if you need that for a specific team and it's worth the gems to you, sorry, if it's worth the jewels to you, go for it. But what's really great in the Soulforge right now is in the yellow summoning stones. If you do not have BORK-3000 yet, this is absolutely worth throwing some jewels at because BORK is amazing. You run it with Mechanist class. You're starting off with a six mana cost because 50% mana start for all mechs and destroys basically the whole board. 37 isn't the whole board, but you're destroying a ton of the board, and all of those gems are coming off as if that they were matched. You're going to create 3 bomb gems in addition, and the rest of this doesn't even matter. BORK is amazing, and if you've been needing this troop, I don't know when we're going back to Adana for you to get him in your event key. So this is a chance for you to get BORK now if you need him. So highly, highly recommend this troop. It is amazing. I love it. All right, as far as other stuff go, King Highforge is available right now with your event keys. He is significant because he gives a 50% mana start to dwarf allies, but you can get him with your event keys, so it'd be much better to use your event keys than 800 diamonds if you just really want to have him. Emperor Liang and Divinia, that's interesting. So Emperor Liang is significant because he enchants a random ally on 4+ gem matches. He destroys all gems of a chosen color, gives all allies of the matching color life and magic as well. And so if you happen to have a team that's running all yellow or all purple, you're always going to be giving life and magic to all of your allies, which is pretty fun. I mean, he's a good troop. I think he's a little underrated, but there are other troops that can do what he does. Divinia was always considered to be one of the best healers in the game. Explodes every red gem on the board, cleanse all allies, give them all life, and cause a random positive status effect on a random ally every time you match 4+ gems. So she's a really, really good troop. Is she worth 800 diamonds? That's entirely up to you, but she is a good troop. I don't use her that often, I can tell you that much. Medea, another troop I really like, but would I spend 800 diamonds? Not really. Damage to all enemies. It's not a ton of damage, but of course it's more in a delve situation, which is where I usually use her. Enchant all ally demons, barrier all ally mystics. I always run her with an all demon or a demon and mystic team. I may have both on the team because that is really, really nice. Also, all mystics gain 1 magic on 4+ gem matches. So I do like this troop a lot. Personally, wouldn't spend the 800 diamonds, but that's me. Always here, always here. Tereus is the first of our 4 mythics. This guy is from Wild Plains, right? Yes. And does damage to all enemies. Very, very little damage to all enemies boosted by my attack, life, and armor, which sounds great, except it's a 10-to-1 ratio. So you add together all of these things and then divide by 10, which is almost nothing. He will do that damage to each and every enemy. You take the attack, life, and armor, divide by 10, add it to this, and each and every enemy will get that amount of damage, which is great. but even if you boost his attack life and armor, he's still not going to do that much damage. He's okay in a delve situation where you've got those major boosts from your horde, but at the end of the day, he's not a great mythic. Personally, don't recommend spending your diamonds on this guy, but you know, that is just my choice. Personal. If you need a mythic, if you're desperate for a mythic from Wild Plains to get your power level up, I would still say save for the next mythic from Wild Plains. We have started a brand new mythic cycle, by the way. So, um, you know, the the troop that you want the most, the mythic you want the most, could be in the Soulforge next week. It may not be for 12 weeks, but it could be next week. So keep that in mind when you're deciding how to spend your diamonds. Next up is Libara. Damage to all enemies, or add life to all enemies. Sounds fantastic. Except if I could choose which one of these it did, I would love this troop. But I hate not knowing what my troop is going to do when it casts. I I don't mind choosing, but these things that say it'll do this or it'll do this, you just don't know. I don't like that gimmick. I do not like it at all. You do get 4 life to all yellow allies from matching yellow gems, but no. Sorry, it's not for me. Dread Crafton. I did it again. I did it. I did this last time he came up. Dread Captain. Grim. He's Dread Crafton. He does damage to all enemies boosted by booty gems and treasure maps, and creates 3 booty gems and gains 2 treasure maps. He's absolutely boring in my opinion. You know, if you don't have anything else that has greedy, I guess you could use him, but I am not impressed with the troop myself. As for Virago, she barriers and enchants all allies, and she herself gains life. She doesn't give anything else life, but she does barrier and enchant. Give 4 life to all green allies with matching green. I mean, yeah, there are other troops that just do this better. You know, if you need a mythic for Forest of Thorns, I personally wouldn't spend 4,000 diamonds on her. It's a lot. You really have to save up those diamonds for things that you want badly. Don't just grab something because it's available. As far as weapons go, obviously I don't have the Doom Sledge myself. I suppose I can afford it. Do I need it? The thing is, let me go check. Hold on. Alright, I already have 12 weapons from Kazil, so I believe I am safe as far as this goes, but you really want to make sure that you don't get weapon blocked. A doomed weapon that you're never going to use is not a good way to spend your diamonds. As far as making sure that you don't get weapon blocked, if there are other choices, go for the other choices first. Because, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to use this. I might craft it anyway. I probably have plenty of diamonds. There's only one mythic I need to craft at this point, so I suppose I could spend the diamonds, but will I ever use this? I don't know. Let's go over the things that I have spent my diamonds on, and the first one is War and Peace. This one is going to do damage to all enemies and give 2 attack to all allies. The 2 attack is nothing, but it does damage all enemies, and it also will silence the first enemy. Next up we have a Stone Aegis. The Stone Aegis is going to give all allies armor, and all allies will gain 8 attack and 2 mana for every enemy barrier. What a weird. Where did they even come up with that? 8 attack and 2 mana for every enemy barrier. What? Anyway, you will barrier yourself and you will stun the first enemy when you cast with this. Next up is the Grudge Keeper. Grudge Keeper is going to do damage to an enemy boosted by Kazeel allies, then create a mix of 6 red and brown gems for each Kazeel ally. Red is great, you use it for King Highforge, among others, of course, and Gimlet. And then the brown, most of the dwarves use brown for some reason. I mean, earth creatures, I suppose. Anyway, I digress. I digress. Next up is one of the cheap ones. The cheap ones are, unless there's something you're desperate to have that's really amazing. The little cheapo diamond ones are a good way to go, just to make sure you don't get weapon blocked. Remove all brown gems. You won't get any mana out of it, but it will deny it to your enemy, and it will boost your damage to one enemy, and if they're from Kazeel or if the battle's in Kazeel, you'll do double damage to that troop. Next we have... Is there anything else? Yes. We have the Council of Dragons. Council of Dragons is going to create 2 blue, green, red, and brown dragon gems, and you'll gain an extra turn. If you don't recall or you don't know, the dragon gems are going to... let's say that you have a dragon gem here and you either explode, destroy, or match that gem. It's going to explode. I think it's just... Is it explode or destroy? I think it explodes the entire column below it. So if you have one at the bottom of the board, it's going to do absolutely nothing. If you have one towards the top, it's going to explode everything below it. So, anyway, is it... I won't ever use it. I have it, but I won't ever use it. So anyway, I know I've kind of been all over the place today. I apologize for that, but that's what we have for you for the Soulforge this week. Check out the videos popping up on the screen now if you're so inclined. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!